Yeah, baby! This is Superfan Jason Ray Huff here for another installment of the Superfan News for this week, Good Friday, and I'd like to say hello to the people in the United States and Malaysia. Thanks for y'all watching, so keep on watching. And we're going to get the story started with news of Brock Lesnar. That's right. Brock Lesnar got suspended. We'll expect Brock Lesnar to be off the WWE television until the build up to SummerSlam, which is make that round 4 months. The share of suplexes suspended indefinitely on Raw after he attacked Michael Cole, JBL, and Booker T, flipped the broadcast table on both Booker T and JBL, and L5 Michael Cole out of his shoes, and L5 the cameraman. Stephanie McMahon suspended Brock, that announced that she was fining him as well, and the suspension is ominous of a storyline explained Lesnar's time away from WWE television due to his contract is drawing up. Lesnar has set a day's work per year is brought in the biggest and most important event. To me, it's kind of a good thing, but in a way, I would like to see Brock back in. So, in WWE news on the WWE Studios, they're teaming up with British Film for 2 new movies coming out. That's right, WWE Studio and British production finance company Richwater Films have teamed up to co-produce and co-finance 2 movies, Eliminator and Rampage. The Eliminator, which will be directed by James Newell and star Scott Atkinson and WWE Wayne Barrett. The story follows a former U.S. federal agent who must abandon witness protection program, coming out hiding after his London home mistakenly invades, leading him to find himself on the run for European dangerous assassins. Safety, the Eliminator will get shooting in London late spring, and Rampage is currently developed following an American terrorist operation who must work with the English 5 agent to take down the dangerous terrorist group. WWE and Richwater plans to film go in production later that year. So Vince McMahon is a pioneer on the movies. So okay, let's get the wrestling news started. So Scott Steiner is banned at the WWE Hall of Fame attendance last Saturday night. Scott Steiner was reported by WWE Hall of Fame ceremony this past. Scott Steiner was reported banned from the WWE Hall of Fame ceremony this past Saturday night after the ugly incident with Hulk Hogan's wife Jennifer on a flight, according to the Wrestling Observer. WWE officers circled his photo of Steiner to security at the SAP Center so they could remove him from the building if he tries to enter. It was unknown what took place on the flight. So, anyways, Bill Goldberg is in the news. Yeah, that's right. Bill Goldberg, receives an interview from Steve Mahassan Sports News and commenting on great things that he believes Triple H and Vince McMahon has towards him. He thinks the greatest thing for me is because one of the boys didn't want to play the game. So Gilbert says, because I felt I was part of the team, all I needed to do was come up in and play my part. Didn't have a fan side, just play the game. I came from the NFL, so it's also he was wanting to treat this as a business, to come in, do my thing, and leave. I don't take things personally until brought to the personal level. I think that was cheesy. I think it's cardinals like a being carnelian. I choose not to deal with it because life's too short. I don't want to have to look over my shoulder for my boss. That was ridiculous. I'm 48 years old. I'm not a kid. I don't need to crawl back to anybody for anything. I dig the ditch before, and I done do that, but I had a lot of fun digging the ditches. So anyway, what do y'all think, people? Give me a tweet or Facebook comment. So, in other news, John Cena is going to get a new title belt for his U.S. heavyweight title belt soon. WWE's are reporting work for a new WWE United States title belt for John Cena. The artwork already has been production. It may suggest Cena will be holding on to this title for a while. Do you remember the first John Cena custom U.S. title belt with the spinning belt? So, anyways, you can catch me here on it's time once again for Superfans Jason Wrestler of the Week and Worst Wrestler of the Week from the WWE award from the WWE. So, the first Wrestler of the Week goes to John Cena. John Cena, who won last week's WrestleMania and beating Russo. So I think, in my opinion, it's about time John Cena's doing the right thing, stepping back a little bit and defending the U.S. heavyweight title belt. It's the great thing. So, and the worst wrestler of the week goes to Steph Rollins. That's right, Steph Rollins, who cashed in the Money in the Bank and cashed in the WWE World Title belt in a match between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, and causing Brock Lesnar to be suspended indefinitely. So Stephanie McMahon, to you, to me, for what Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar, it's going to be payback. And if Brock Lesnar comes back to SummerSlam, I got news flash for Steph Rollins. He better not drop the soap because Brock will be right behind him and Brock will attack. So leave your comments and your suggestions on Superfan Jason on Twitter.com and on Facebook.com. So anyway, see ya. Bye.